Hi, this is Max Romano with MyATV Media, and we're here with
Chris Rhinehart.
to talk about Prey 2. So this game is obviously aesthetically very different from the original. What was the thought process behind that?
Well, when we really first met with Bethesda and sat down and started talking about the game, we knew we wanted to make something that was going to meet and exceed player expectations for 2012. And the other thing we really wanted to do is we wanted to explore both sides of Predator-Prey. We wanted the player to be able to be the hunter for a while. And as we're designing this, we came with this idea of you get to be a bounty hunter. You get to be this badass bounty hunter. And as we're developing kind of the overall world, we came with this idea and we wanted to call it Alien Noir. And that was pretty much the overall guiding theme that helped us to develop the overall look of Prey 2.
Yeah, it's got a very kind of Blade Runner look to it, and I think that works really, really well. It's very cool. What can you tell us about the level design in Prey 2?
Well, the levels, it's an open world game, so we've got very large levels, which has actually been an interesting challenge because we have to design the world such that you can kind of encounter different areas from different directions. So you might have a fight in this large plaza from one area, from one direction, then you come back to that plaza in a later mission, you're going to have to fight from a totally different direction. So we've had to design the world with open world in mind. Not only that, but the world is also very vertical because the player has these really cool climbing and movement abilities. So we've had to design the world with this verticality in mind as well.
Okay, so what can you tell us about the way that the player is actually going to approach situations? Can you play it stealthy, or is it more of like a run and gun type of shooter?
Yeah, it's totally your choice how you approach. If you want to go in stealthy, you can. If you want to go guns blazing, you can totally do that as well. And one of the key aspects to that is the different gadgets the player has. As a bounty hunter, you've got a ton of cool gadgets that allow you to go in stealthy or go in like guns blazing. Like you've got shoulder-mounted rockets and you've got really cool grenades and all of this stuff that you can go in. Awesome arsenal.
So would you say the trailer is a pretty good, accurate example of how the game is actually going to play?
It is, actually. The trailer was created after we created our demo. So when we worked with the guys, they sat down, we took a look at the demo, we walked through it, we pointed out all the major beats, everything we needed to have in the trailer. So it was actually designed off of our demo.
So what can you tell us about the narrative in Prey 2?
Not too much, but the narrative in Prey 2, it's the story of Killian Samuels. He's a U.S. Marshal who was abducted by aliens during the exact same abduction time when Tommy was abducted during Prey 1. Now Killian, he gets off the Sphere, which was the giant ship that was abducting people in Prey 1. He gets off that in a very different way than Tommy. Killian wakes up years later, finds himself on this distant planet called Exodus. He has no recollection of how he got there, so the story is about him kind of uncovering his past and uncovering what he's been up to on Exodus. He thinks he's the only human, at least until he runs into Tommy. So Tommy is a character in Prey 2. You don't play Tommy, but he is a major character.
Can you tell us about a release date?
2012.
2012. All right, thank you very much. It was great talking to you.
Thank you, Max.
Good luck. It looks awesome.
Appreciate it.
Target identified.